enjoy it. Can you fill it out? Since you're my bitch.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Road to Ironman with JG3 Fitness. You have Jason the Barbarian, you have Lex Gedeon, and you have Mighty Mouse, who we've just
No. Sure am not.
So
she loves the lady penis.
So if you're into that, hit her up at what is her phone number? Let's read her.
I hate you.
Give it though.
I'm getting really nervous. I'm sweating right now.
I'm sweating too.
Her phone number is 567.
What were you finishing it up?
I wouldn't leave it from your contact.
I would have edited it out anyway.
You're such a liar. No, you're a dick. You wouldn't have.
I probably would have forgotten. This airs tomorrow, so I probably would have definitely forgotten. Anyway, welcome back to the show, Jason.
Even though Grandpa told me that the show sucks when I'm on it.
Scott England said the best show so far, according to Scott, was the one with me, Jason, and Kyle.
And then when Lex is
And then he said when Lex is on, it's still really good, and then when Carrie's on, he doesn't listen.
I said good. Everybody go to Cameos.
Oh, damn. Shots fired.
If I had to rank pizza places around here, and I am a fucking expert on pizza, I love pizza. Fort Ball would definitely be up there.
Just
I don't even say that anymore.
Mostly the fucking buffet, just
it's so good.
just
Like you get a giant salad so you can pretend you're gonna be healthy first.
I don't know, I
And
love
you
their salad.
Well, no, I love the salad.
Yeah,
I love the salad. But it's like, man, I'll just
Salad.
get the salad. It's gonna be so good. But then I see
Salad
all the
over
pizza,
here.
and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna try every single slice of that too.
Yeah, my only issue with Depot, because Depot is really good, is they are smart. So don't take this as a negative, but you're drunk by the time your pizza shows up, because they take for fucking ever.
So
You start every one of these talking about pizza.
Yeah, because pizza is my life.
Look at this town. There's more pizza places.
then there
Subway.
are people.
Nope, two of the Subway shows, or one of the, two of the Subway
The one
shows.
on?
The one by ours.
There was 4, but now both of them on either end of town.
Far
There's
end.
3.
Yeah, Ballville
No,
one's
the
gone.
one in Ballville's gone, and the one out by the turnpike's
It's
gone.
gone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They used to be Quiznos.
No, there's. Oh yeah, there are only 2. Shit.
They've been gone. So you got the one by Walmart and the one by
On
Lucky
State
Lou's
Street.
on State Street.
Yeah.
So somebody just got free blow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Eat fresh, bitches.
So I get pizza sub when I go there too, so.
I don't like pizza subs.
Did you
I can tell you last time I go there. I don't get out with I share
Meatball pizza
dishes.
sub combination. That's how it's done.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about training instead of pizza.
Although I.
Although if you're gonna get pizza,
You get pizza after you train.
after you train, and you get fold.
I wonder
My new favorite is the fold over with mushroom, green olives, and bacon.
That sounds disgusting, first of all. Second of all, do we think Scott would bring down pizza for when we're done?
Rumor is they're coming down for the Sunday of Ironman.
That's what I'm literally just asking.
So it's possible. I mean, you're his fucking sponsored athlete.
That's true.
He would bring it down for everybody but Carrie.
He probably would. He'd be like, bring her like one fucking little slice of romaine and be like, here, bitch.
No.
Eat your lettuce.
Here's your
Here's your recovery.
recovery will be.
Should be over in the corner like a little rabbit, just like.
Yeah.
Anyway, training.
Oh, then.
I had a really long weekend. I basically did, what, 6/7 of the fucking Ironman on Sunday?
Did you just not do this one?
I did not do the swim, and I didn't do, so I did all but 8.9 miles of it.
Can I just tell you that John, Kyle, and I went to Waystar? Kyle picked me up. He's dragged out there. And he starts talking about how he's going to do a
Olympic. Run.
a marathon. And I was like, you're gonna run 20 some miles or whatever? He was like, no. He's like, I'm gonna run 12. And I was like, what is 12? Like a half is 13. He was like, aren't we running 12 for the Ironman? I was like, no. He was like, is there anything that's 12? I'm like, the swim is 1.2. Maybe put a dot in the middle of it. I don't know where it is 12. He's like, shit, did I just have a Kyle moment?
Well, that was a
He's like,
Carrie
don't
moment
repeat
before
it.
it was a Kyle moment.
And
How long
we can do that.
How long did it take you to learn?
I don't know any other time cast, but I know how long the distances are.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Kyle thought we're running 12 miles.
Interesting.
Kyle's pretty, so.
I was like, I'm gonna go do a marathon. And I was like, oh, the full 20. And he was like, no, a half. And I was like,
How long
half
is
is
it?
How long do you think a
How long do you
marathon
think a
is?
marathon?
26.1.
You're close.
It was close, but you had just said 20.
You could say 20, I
I
was like, 20 something. Okay.
20 something.
Oh, Kyle.
It's kind of specific.
Whatever.
We're looking at Ragnar Relay next year. That could be fucking fun.
What?
Ragnar Relay, where it's like 24 hours or 48 hours in a fucking van, and you have to move your supplies from point A to point B. And it's you and like 6 people. Like where you're fucking sleeping, where you're eating, all that shit. They give you point A to point B.
Relay for
and you
what?
get
Like
there.
all running relay?
Yeah.
Well,
Yours
that'd
is?
be more of like a land nav course.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Well, they have trail versions and they have road versions.
I like sleep. I don't get a lot of it, but I try.
I like.
Okay, I like lying in my bed.
So, Carrie, it'd be cool if you just drag her along.
All right.
Don't
I'm
do
back.
relays with Carrie because she'll just not show up for her
I
lane.
showed up. I was late.
I was speeding.
I'm always late. Everything.
Very fast.
So yeah.
So anyway.
So I just need to go first.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, I
No,
did
we'll be like,
6
sorry.
sevenths of the Ironman on Sunday. I did 50, a little more. I did 50.2 mile ride because I fucked up the. I tried doing math at 41 miles, and I was at Walsh Park, and I knew it was a mile back here. So in my head, I was like, go out 3.5 miles, turn around 3.5
How's it a mile
miles
from Wash? It's like right there.
on the bike trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, bike trail and then do a loop around from Rodrigo. That's a mile. So anyway, I got back at 48 miles and I was like, I fucked that up. Because 3.5 and 3.5 is 7, not 8.
You're correct.
Because I don't know. Trying to do math live, it's not smart. So I ended up doing a loop, and then I ended up ending like at 50 miles over just north of the movie theater, and I was like, well, fuck this, I'm not walking back. So I got back, and then I had a very smart moment where I was going to put my fucking shoes on and realized my shoes weren't here.
Oops, I gotta run home now.
So I had a little longer transition to drive to my house and put shoes on.
Nice.
And then I ran 11 miles. But I did end up texting Debbie, I think it was like 6 miles in. I'm like, meet me at this point. To give you more water or I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but all in all, it was a good training. It was, I learned enough about the run's not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be.
I'm terrified of the run.
The run.
It's gonna be the hardest thing.
Does not feel good at all. But,
I'm very sure of that.
But it was one of those, like, I think I fucked up too, though, because I was like, the first 3 miles, I was sub 10 minutes under my heart rate, and I was like, fuck, getting good at this shit. I'm gonna run a 5K under my heart rate, 5K not worried about it, 5K under my heart rate, 5K not worried about it, and then I realized how stupid of an idea that was 1 mile into the second 5K. And I was like, you dumb fuck, you got cocky for no reason with fucking 7 miles to go, and then it was just hell from that point on. But I found for me, 4 minutes of running and 1 minute walking is a perfect balance. Because you hit about 3.5 minutes in, I'm like, where the, and I'm like, oh, only 30 seconds to go.
Yeah.
And then I hit that walk, and that allowed me to eat my goose and drink and not be, you know, have you ever done this? You start spraying your water and you don't realize how much water's in there or how little's in there, so you squeeze too hard and you just spray it all over your face instead of actually drinking it.
You know, I've never took a shot in the face.
I have.
Have you?
It's not that bad, Jay. Suck it up.
Anyway, but I do want to point out, CR Juices, Christina worked up a nice little hydration concoction for me. That
Can you tell me it's beads?
it's not beets. It's actually in the fridge.
Isn't it great that it's just for him though?
Yeah, it's
just-
Let me tell you about something that I get and you guys do not.
They're in the fridge for anyone to try.
Oh.
I told you that yesterday.
No, you said all that stuff that Christina made. It's great for me.
You probably interrupted me like you are right now.
No.
She don't listen for shit.
I don't listen, but I remember
I mean,
that.
she was on the podcast for like 4 episodes before she remembered the distances that we said every single fucking podcast.
That I just have brain issues.
But anyway, so she made up a nice little concoction that she's like, all right, so we kind of were playing around with the nutrition aspect of it. And I moved the frequency with which I ate on the bike. Instead of going every 45 minutes, I went every time I watched beat for 5 miles, I just popped a goo or a clip block, and that worked awesome. Until the 9th mile of my run, I stopped doing that. Every 5K on the run and every 5 miles on the bike. And mile 9, I was like, all right, I'm done fucking eating. I was like, I'm done.
I'm surprised you only eat that much though, because I eat way more.
But
I
if
ate way
you went
less.
now, mine.
But you gotta realize how much food I ate before I started.
Well, yeah, like I ate
ate-
oatmeal, I ate
I-
apple, I ate
I probably
bagel.
ate 1,500 calories before I ever started.
Oh, I should do that.
But I burned 27 something, but you should have saw how much I ate afterwards. Holy Jimmy Cheese. It's just, wow. It was amazing. Pardon the noise of Carrie's fucking.
It was quiet this time. I was just waiting for my little bitch over here.
I'm not throwing it away.
But yeah, so messing around with the nutrition was very good to have. Have had issues where I didn't eat enough and then I ate too much going into the run to last week. Hitting probably not enough on the bike and then feeling like shit on the run and ended up calling me a little early because of the heat. This week I felt more planned, but Debbie was joking around. She goes, it's a lot more humid out than I thought. I go, what makes you say that? She goes, you look like someone sprayed you with a hose. And I was like, fuck off, I still have 3 miles to go. And I'm gonna admit this, when she spun around and she went to drive away after grabbing my water bottle and I was still 3 miles away from the house, I'm sitting there going, I can just jump in that fucking car right now. 8 miles is fucking good enough. I know how it's gonna feel. It's gonna feel like shit. I only gotta do it one time. But I didn't. I thought I would text her though and say, come back and get me. But actually my pace, as shitty as I felt, I went back and looked, my pace never dropped off. It was pretty consistent 10-20s across the board. And my heart rate was actually pretty okay too. So that was good. And then we have I had one more planned hard training session. And then I'm tapering. It's gonna feel fucking amazing about that. So, plan doing full 70.3 with no time cap on Saturday. I'll be over. Motherfucker, you were supposed to be like rolling by us in a fucking vehicle.
Well, things change. Since I'm not gonna be doing that now, since I'm fucked.
I only have
There's that announcement now.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
I
Thanks
only
for
have
telling
one
me.
day off between now and then. So I don't have really hard days.
Tell you what, the chiropractor with your shoulders, that was good.
I feel like that would hurt.
I don't like the chiropractor I went to, but it was pretty good.
The chiropractor
The
goes.
one in Tiffin, he felt like it was a used car salesman. I didn't like it.
I have a real easy way of determining if you have a good chiropractor or not. As someone who's been to damn near every chiropractor in Fremont, and
Did they touch your balls?
I've been a lot over the
If they
last.
touch my balls, that might be a good chiropractor.
Only dentists do that. Anyway, if they immediately tell you you have to come 3 times a week for a set amount of time,
Yep.
walk out,
Yep.
walk away. Because
Yep.
any chiropractor worth of shit is going to tell you, adjust you, and then ask you how you feel, and then come back if you have issues.
Yep.
If they
Every
instantly,
day, big.
if they tell you, well, your insurance says you have 15 visits, so for the next 5 weeks, we're gonna go 3 times a week, and we're gonna hit this stem, we're gonna hit this, we're gonna hit that, walk the fuck out. We're
Well,
just trying to get you.
I would've went to McWilliams in Bellevue, who I normally go to, but I couldn't get a hold of him on the phone, didn't know if he was gonna be open the 4th of July week, so.
I believe he's a lot like my chiropractor, doesn't do insurance, doesn't do
Nope.
appointments, you just walk in and.
Walked in, but I could, usually his phone answers and he tells you his hours, so I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Jason, how's your training? I've not talked to you.
Not the
You've
training.
been MIA my life.
Did you not just hear
No,
that?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Because of
he's
my
not
AC joint.
doing the Ironman anymore.
No. You're not doing anything?
No,
He had to withdraw because of his AC joint in his shoulder.
yeah, I can't even like reach out with this arm or over it.
So swim like Nemo. The rest is all legs.
No, if you just saw him swim 2
That
weeks
was
ago.
bad.
It was.
I pretty much texted you right after the swim and I'm like, dude, we
So
gotta.
now we're down to 4? 5.
5.
unable to like go overhead, extend out.
He tried doing freestyle for a second. I thought you were literally going to scream. You might have actually screamed. I don't know.
No,
I was very confused while you were doing just.
I remember looking at you going, "Are you right?" And you
My heart
mumbled
hurts.
something to me.
Yeah.
And then you ran, and then I think I texted you after I finished my run.
After all that you put into that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like $30,000 road bike.
This means I get to do it next year.
Yep.
I'm not, so have fun.
So
But
I'm
as I
confused
told
about
him,
the ride.
as I
Oh,
told
yeah,
him
absolutely.
though, when we were first talking about it, you pretty much.
Kind of came to the conclusion.
Why am I just now finding out about this?
Because I had to discuss it with.
Evidently, these two.
No,
I didn't
she didn't know
know.
until now.
He just said it.
Yeah.
I knew about it because
You're acting like you knew. You're such a liar.
I'm not. He said it before you even said anything.
I was the only
He was.
one who
He
knew.
was.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I didn't.
I knew about it.
I swear,
a
flip
month
this
and a half ago.
table.
Because it was back and forth thing like.
Yeah, he didn't decide right away. I told him my opinion was he should contact the insurance and get done because I'm like, dude,
So funny, you told me to quit too.
I did tell you to quit, and I will say it on record. I think you should quit.
Insurance is terrible.
Insurance is terrible. You're not going to get your money back.
You pay insurance.
I did.
He didn't tell me to take insurance and quit. He just said you should probably think
No,
about
I
it
paid
right
for
now.
insurance just to.
Withdrawing. I don't think I've ever been so pissed in my life.
You told her to withdraw.
Yeah.
She said, I don't have time to train because of Brody. I said, then maybe you should think about.
Oh, and then he said maybe you should put your focus on your son. Like all of a
That's
sudden I'm a
exactly
bad
what I
mom.
said.
All of a sudden.
No,
That's not at all what I said.
No,
Okay.
I
priority.
simply said, if you're going
Priorities.
to use him as the reason you're unable to train, be about your son. That's all I was saying.
Why don't you get? You should have just bought the hangover vest and put him in that vest,
Starting to vein up.
and then did all your training with him in the vest.
That's actually a decent idea.
Yeah.
You could have that like Kyle had the fucking little man landed on the back of his bike.
Yeah. You could have strapped him to. Brody probably would have loved that if you.
Do you know how many times I fall on this bike?
Why are you falling?
Because I'm clipped in.
I'm clipped in and I don't fall.
I fall.
Am I the only one who's not falling off the bike?
You almost did.
John yelled at me because I was in Clyde with his work buddies and I fell. He's like, stop, there's people around. I
did.
didn't mean it, I got stuck.
I did see him one time on the trail. And
He's so
looked-
sturdy.
He looked miserably hot.
Working or right?
You know, he was
Working.
working.
Yeah, I
They were
rode
working right
through,
there by
and
the
he was
fire
like,
department.
faster! And if like I was like, who the fuck is this? Like just random guy screamed at me, of course, you know. And then I was like, oh hey! And then I went back and started talking to him. But I was like, seriously, can I just ride this damn bike? Let me go.
I'm pretty sure John hasn't fallen off of his bike either.
Not falling.
I didn't fall off.
You
Wind-
wind blew you
Yeah, the
over.
wind blew me over. That doesn't count.
It wasn't a fall. It doesn't matter. Gravity pulled you to the ground. You went boom. You fell.
And you're like the gymnast, so you should be.
We didn't ride bikes in gymnastics. I
But
don't know
you
what
should have
watched,
good
but
balance. You should have good balance.
I have perfectly fine balance.
Then why are you falling on the bicycle?
I didn't ride bikes in gymnastics. I walked on my hands and flipped in the air.
So she can do all that, but can't ride a
But I
bike.
cannot walk. Ask my mom.
Up until recently.
cannot walk down the street.
I rode a bike
Flip
a
on
lot
a beam.
growing up, but up until this year, I didn't. Well, I bought the bike last year when me and Joe first had the idea. But this is the first year I've been actual
Yeah, I don't
serious.
even ride bikes. Remember? I've never done any of this.
Neither have I.
No.
Anyway, let's circle back to the fact that
Jason.
me and you had a discussion that after watching you swim, I said, dude, you're not going to get better in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm swimming one arm.
And even if you do get better in 3 weeks,
Nemo did
it's- gee, I said, I don't remember how I worded it, but I basically said, do you really want to spend the money to go get possibly time capped on the swim, or however we worded it? And you said, and I said, think about it for a couple days.
It was coming down to able to finish and what type of injury would come outside of it after.
Yes. And
My opinion, doctors are there for a reason. They can fix everything.
I'm not tearing ligaments in my arm.
They'll fix it.
a torn ligament in your shoulder from experience is a year per shoulder.
Yeah.
That's a long
You're
fucking
young, you're
time
fine.
for something.
I'm not young.
You are young.
I'm older
Good thing
than
you didn't ask me.
There's a reason why one of us on this side of the table is a coach. But anyway,
One of us is a stellar athlete.
so we discussed it, and then you basically made the decision. But either way, what did I tell you? I said you already won
Health
with
first.
getting healthy. You're still able to do some training. You're down close to 30 pounds. I don't remember.
I don't know. I've been eating like shit lately.
Well, then fucking stop.
Every podcast
It does. I'm always like that.
20 pounds, 50 pounds, 30 pounds, 40
I'm
pounds.
back up. It's down. It's up.
But either way,
Kind of like
you you can still ride your bike, you can still run. There's lots of things we can do. We were just talking before we started the podcast. Your grade level of the strain,
It's probably
6 to 8 weeks.
If by reading the grade levels, it's a 5 or a 6 because 1 or 2 is it hurts like during the activity. 2 and 3 is
Like
a
the
little bit.
hospital with the smiley faces.
No, 2,
Yeah.
and then a 2, and then so you have 1 and 2, and then a 3 to 4 is like hour or so after activity it stops hurting. 5 or 6 is it hurts around the clock. So after doing research with like, because no doctor said, oh, this is what it is. But looking at it, it's like, oh, my shit hurts all the time. Looking at the MRI, it's supposed to be like nice and clear, and like it's full of like white and dots at the end.
Which is like scar tissue or
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not tearing this. It's gonna be-
Well, the shoulder joint itself is the largest joint in the body, and that's why it's so, like, when people don't realize it's, when you tear something in your shoulder, there's so many
Yeah, and it's
mini joints and things that gotta go.
and it's not like your elbow or your hip. It's only held together by a bunch of ligaments. And mine is the one that comes from the collarbone to the shoulder. That little ligament in there, plus the supraspinatus, which runs across my trap. Those two are crazily inflamed. So,
Is that your dominant hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Jerk off.
yes.
You had to think about it. That was
I'm right left-handed,
You right left-handed, but you jerk off
but
right.
I'm right arm dominant for everything else.
That's weird. You
I shoot
but
everything.
you right left-handed.
Yes.
That's fucking weird, dude. It's different. Anyway.
Good job. You came a long way.
But the good news is
I am proud of you, but like I said.
you enjoy biking, so it's not like.
Yeah, I'm not out anything big. And like I said, I can just reset and continue training for next year.
I wasn't going for a high five. I was going to tell you stop. There's glitter on your face. I don't know, but there's like glitter all up on there and it's shiny.
I didn't even go to the strippers today, so I'm good.
Wow. Okay, sorry.
You don't have glitter on you.
You do. It's you do. Don't try to act like game.
But I think this will also allow you to get your foot
Better.
Yeah.
better.
Because then you can. That's a 3 to 4 week
Yeah.
thing.
And then
Fucked up.
we can maybe get on a consistent plan
Yeah.
this time. I think
He's good at that.
I think that was part of his issue was.
Me, Jason, we go out run 30 mile.
No, there's
No,
no 30
that's
miles.
Kyle.
That's Kyle.
Yeah.
I might ride a bicycle like that, but run is like, I get about 6, I'm good. And I want to cut my foot off, so.
Now you got a new problem athlete. Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I might text you, but I want to cut my foot off. It's just-
A lot. I probably know everybody's issues.
Yeah, because my foot goes like completely numb by
I
the time.
stopped messaging. It's better that way. You
Why, because
notice?
he yells at you all the time because you
Yes.
don't listen?
I don't yell
Yes.
at all. I give her my opinion as a coach should, and she gets angry because it's not what she wants to hear.
She's always angry.
But that's what. But that's what. Do you really want a coach that's going to go? No, I agree with you. Do something stupid and hurt
No.
yourself.
That's what they're there for, to keep you
And I'm not-
dumb shit.
And the fact of the matter was, I wasn't really telling her to withdraw. My point was to tell her,
I had a message.
get off your ass and no, I know what I fucking said, but the message was actually get off your ass and fucking do something or get hurt.
I was really mad. Very mad for like 3 days.
Shush.
Very mad. And every time I heard the name Jay or Saul, his face, I was
That's fucking power right there, buddy.
To get under her skin like that?
'Cause you know how
like, not
much
many
that
people
fucking-
do that. God, not even my ex-husband. Today was my wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary?
Yeah, if I was still married.
Shouldn't you remember your divorce?
I know that too, October 28th. Yep.
Some of us don't have either of those to worry about,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, well.
I don't have, I
You
remember.
have
that-
one. You have one.
I had a divorce
You
date.
have two.
I had a divorce
One.
date and a first marriage date, but I don't remember what either of those
You're,
are.
what, two marriages?
One divorce. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I'm still married.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, yes, I'm still married.
Hey,
You haven't bought anything too dumb lately, so.
I haven't bought anything too dumb?
Yeah, too dumb.
No.
That's to be determined. If Debbie ever got online and researched how much some
You know this is a podcast, so she might.
Yeah, she
She
was.
that's a good thing, is she does not listen to podcasts.
Like,
Yeah, if she ever looked up what my watch cost, she'd be like, what the fuck?
$20 on my
Better yet, if she looked up what my guitars cost.
ooh,
That would probably,
Debbie,
expensive.
look up the guitars.
no, she wouldn't know where I bought them from anymore.
Where's mine?
I'm not.
What kind are they?
One is a Gibson,
Gibson what?
Les Paul. Yeah.
Oh, he grabbed his phone, which means he's looking it up.
Stupid
Is that the
expensive.
blue one?
My brown with the one stripe.
Oh, okay.
I did not buy it new though.
Okay.
So, and my Fender bass.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know what it is.
That was pretty close to full retail, because they don't make that one anymore.
So you talking about the brown one?
Man, don't be
Shut up,
looking,
Jason.
no, don't be looking at shit.
It's hot in here.
Well, I know where my limits are for guitars, because played it
Jason,
up.
do you want to sponsor me for this Ironman that you're on now?
What do you want me to buy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You
Be
wanna
my
buy
sugar
some
daddy.
tits?
Remember when you were my boyfriend, my fake boyfriend online?
Yeah. What happened to that? You just leave me or just ghosted me? I think that's what happened.
I took care of him all myself.
She showed me lady penis.
She turned Les, and now she's.
Yeah. You said she turned to Lex? Is that what you said?
Oh, goodness.
More scissoring.
No. 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 No.
Didn't you wake up with a girl in your bed before? So.
Shut up.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's a great story for the podcast.
So
No.
there's
Gary gets
that.
drunk.
Excuse me. I don't drink anymore.
Anymore.
Nothing happened. We'll just set that straight.
How do you know?
I don't know, I've never woke up next to a dude naked in my own bed,
Yeah.
ever. I don't care how fucking drunk I am.
Yeah.
I don't know why I could see you doing that.
Like, you would be the initiator. You'd be like crawling in, like, hey.
Just to be a dick.
I would do some dumb shit, but I would
Yeah.
not go that
Not go gay. No.
Well,
No, I might fucking
What's
get
that?
Why
Jason
would I?
take his clothes off and then shoot
Well,
him.
yeah,
Because
that's
all
what I-
women, after enough alcoholic beverages,
Are gay.
are gay.
I'm not.
That's a proven fact. Ask that, what's her name, Pope Solo from the fucking.
Have you not seen girls going wild? I mean, come on.
I have not.
Is that thing still around?
I don't think so. I think you got in trouble.
Why?
Yes.
I.
Because the girls talk
I
too
do not
much.
turn gay.
It's
No
okay if
matter
you
what
This
my
want.
reasons
podcast
are.
is not even close to about Iron Man.
Nope.
What are we doing after Ironman?
Can I talk about my training?
Yeah,
Should we
let's
get
go.
a, like, are we staying down there after Ironman? Are we coming back?
I'm
What's
off for 2
the
weeks, so.
plan? So I'm gonna need you to get me a room for
I'm
after
staying until
Ironman.
Monday.
I'm off for 2
I
weeks.
don't think I'm gonna wanna drive back.
I'm
Yeah,
off
sure.
past that, but I'm only on, I'm only on.
I'm gonna need
book
to be a
for
mom, so I don't
camping.
know how that's gonna work.
We'll come back Monday morning. And you can be a mom.
So I need to get another room night stay. We're gonna need a jacuzzi in there.
Ice bed.
John was trying to auction off his,
I texted
Yeah,
her
I already
because
have a
Amanda
room.
said she might want, now she has her camper,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
so she might want that.
I'm
She
good.
said she wanted to go down.
2 weeks, so I don't know what to do.
So I need a room for Saturday and Sunday.
I'm trying to get a tattoo on
Yeah,
Tuesday afterwards.
but I'm gonna go down Friday. Are you going down Friday?
I want
She goes down every day.
She winked at her.
different body.
What?
They the dude that got us our room, he was like 2 beds, and I was like, yes.
Oh, I was like,
Okay.
why would a dude be booking your room?
That's why I was confused too.
And I got
So you have a sex bed and a sleep bed.
Yes,
That's what
you are correct.
whatever. We got a 2 bed,
Okay, that
and
figured.
a dude did book our room,
So anyways, how was your
and
training?
it was not Jason.
No, it wasn't Jason.
No, I'm going down Saturday because I want to keep my life as normal as I can before it. I don't want to go down Friday and then have to like do like eating out at restaurants and doing whatever. Like that's just gonna tear up my stomach anyway.
George Foreman grill with you?
All of my shit with.
So and with the pets and with Brody and stuff like that, I'm going to go down Saturday so that I'm almost in my normal
Well,
routine.
I'm gonna sleep in somebody's camper that night.
And I work Friday.
So, thanks.
but you can have it, I guess.
What?
Like something not competing now?
I think Debbie's plan was to post all of they have the trackers, and then anybody can follow us online, and then she's just gonna pick several spots on the course to catch up with us, and then, yeah, you'd be able to track and go, all right, Jay's 2 miles from the finish, and then go find your spot, or whoever you're tracking.
Yeah, my parents are coming, my brothers are coming, my grandma is coming, my uncles are coming, my aunt's coming, my cousins are coming, and I'm like, that's no pressure.
You gotta finish.
I have a couple people from work and my mom and her neighbor.
I got all the bitches.
You sure do. God, I'm gonna meet the whole fam.
I know.
Corey's making brisket, that's all I give a fuck about.
So what's everybody else gonna eat? That's why you're good.
Corey, if you've ever had Corey's brisket, I don't even like brisket.
Jason's gonna be in the corner just fucking holding the
Is
brisket.
there like porta potties all over?
Yeah.
I heard horror stories of people
I
like.
don't care. I'm gonna just shit myself. If I
Yeah.
do.
I've heard that.
I looked it up. It's like a runner's like issue because like all the blood and like how it goes to your intestines or away or something like
No,
that.
yeah, it's just your body eventually
Yeah.
will shut down if you don't eat or
Yeah.
if
Well,
you
even
But
like,
it's like
if you didn't
it's
eat
not
or
like
train there.
it's not even like a long distance. It's just a normal thing
Oh,
because
yeah.
the blood
Like
flow
you
and
want-
how it's
yeah.
going. It like
I talked to one lady, her husband did it, and it was like some of the elite people that are like trying to beat a lot of times, they just shit themselves and keep on going. Like, hey, there's a bathroom right there. Nope, I gotta shave 2 minutes off my time, so I'm gonna shit my pants.
I
Like,
peed
no.
myself in a 5K once in Tiffin. Every
Really?
step was.
Well, you had a baby, so that's.
So I dodged into the woods and I peed and I jumped back out and finished in one.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, it was so weird to jump out of the woods and there was like people right there. I was like, what to do? And it's the most uncomfortable race I've ever.
I'm not able to pee while moving.
Well, sometimes it just flows.
Yeah, dudes don't have
Yeah.
that. It doesn't just
I
flow.
wish I didn't.
Like I said,
That's why I pee so much here.
like, women after they have babies, they laugh or sneeze. And they,
Jump rope. Ooh, there it goes.
No, yeah, but
Kegels.
they have
I think my shit's tight,
Porta
but.
potties and shit along the
yeah.
course.
I would bet they have them like every mile or two.
I don't know
She
about.
hasn't given us our handbook yet.
I haven't. You're right. I need
All I
to
know is
finish
Corey
that.
should be hot.
Huh?
I just figure everyone's gonna ask me questions anyway.
Then why did you
I
ask
would
us if
actually-
we wanted a handbook?
What?
I would actually read it.
Okay.
Well, because I want it
Why don't you do a
highlighted
class?
If you
I
get-
told you I'd do a PowerPoint.
in the pool.
Anyway, I
Off the
think
roof.
a lot of those late event issues can be negated by keeping your heart rate low on the bike and swim.
Yeah.
A lot of what I'm reading, especially if it's hot out, there was an entire article that was sent out to this Ironman group I'm part of. I think it was France. They just had a obscenely hot Ironman. And they actually released even to the pros, and they said, look, today's not the day to fucking go for PRs, like, be fucking safe. And one of the big things were when it's hot, controlling your core temperature on the swim, because you tend to push it on the swim because it's colder.
Yeah.
Like today I noticed I was telling somebody earlier, the Ys were only hot as shit. I got in the pool today, it was like 76.
Ooh, nice.
So they did some kind of, and I got in and I was like, man, I'm pushing it a lot harder than I meant to. And I got done and I felt, once I changed and I walked to the car, I'm like, oh, my body temp was way up compared to what it normally is. But controlling that heart rate on both your swim and your bike.
Bike gets me.
But I noticed it, especially on that 50-mile ride and run into my run this past weekend, keeping your heart rate down from say 140 to 132, or 143 to 132 was my difference in a week. The amount of calories burned. If you think about lower heart rate, you're burning less calories.
Yeah.
So your consumption of food and everything, and the way your body's going to work a lot more efficiently in zone 2 versus zone 3, 4, 5. So the longer you can prolong going into those harder heart rate zones that you're going to get into on the run, the better off you'll be. So just making sure you practice your nutrition and practicing how am I going to feel. Like I have 9 miles essentially left to go that I haven't done, there's probably not going to be many surprises. And I'm doing a full next weekend. I'm doing the full 70.3 this coming weekend. I shouldn't have many surprises. Yeah, the weather might be different, or but it's supposed to be fucking 92 or something Saturday when we're doing our trial run. So we should get very similar conditions to what we're used to. So
Late August, or first week of August, late July.
yeah, understanding the if you didn't practice leading up to it, there could be some issues. But if you practice this, and by the time we've done it, that'll be like my 12th either long triathlon or long brick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be very surprised by anything.
I can't imagine any, well, I'm sure there will be people that do it, that just show up the day of the event and like, oh, this is my first time doing 70.3.
There's a lot of people, a lot of training
That's
plans
actually
out
most
there.
of them.
A lot of training plans do not have you combine anything. They teach you how to swim, they teach you how to bike, and they teach you how to run. They don't combine them.
I'd be cool.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Because that's why a lot of people are fucked up after their first triathlon and never doing it.
Because how are you gonna know how you're gonna react? You
I
know,
mean, I feel like if you do bricks and stuff, that's helpful.
yeah, but I'm saying you still have to do that distance.
Oh, I know.
At least once.
A lot of people will not. When I did my marathon,
I don't think I'm gonna
never
give
pulled
it
over.
run.
I never pulled over a 20-mile run. So I went
Don't have to
6.2
mark.
miles further than I ever had the
Wait,
day of the event.
The whole 70?
the day of the event? Wait, how about the day of?
No. Practice, the 70.3 in a practice.
But have you
I'll just come
got
over.
the 56 mile?
I don't do anything.
Yeah, I've done them all separately.
I'll just come over.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. My
whole thing?
plan, well, somewhat pretty damn close. I don't know if it'd be 70. I mean, if you wanna do it too, you can.
I'll do it on Saturday. I start working at the LPGA event tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, why are you coming over to help me?
I thought you meant like next week.
I just said tomorrow's like my only day off.
I wasn't listening.
Same thing I did to Jason. I knew, because your face when Jay was talking, it's like this.
It's in my head right now. My happy friends. Think about all the Harry Potter we watched them.
But we're not watching Harry Potter in that hotel room.
I know.
I will put needles in my eyeballs.
No, I'm bringing all my favorites, Rocky Balboa, fucking all of them. The whole Saturday, just full of fucking.
We
I
have to
think-
watch, we have to go to meetings, Jay.
I think that, yeah, but it's only an hour meeting, you gotta do once.
I know.
We're gonna watch the CrossFit Games documentary.
I've already watched that.
I know, me too.
But I think that's, for me personally, I don't know how anybody else does, whenever I do big events like this, like, the big thing that helps set me down is having my family around, and we're usually camping or we're in a hotel room, and I told the story on a previous podcast about swimming with my kids all day, the day before the marathon, and I paid for it, like,
Yeah.
being just around all of us and just being able to chill and eat, and all of us have the same goal, so you're not gonna take shit for, hey, I gotta eat good quality fucking hard, like, I'm gonna eat baked potatoes, sweet potatoes, brown rice, like, I'm not gonna eat a bunch of dumb shit leading up to this, because tomorrow, like, that Saturday, everything Saturday is going to affect how you go Sunday.
Yeah.
And really, everything from Wednesday on is going to affect that, but
Yeah.
being
Drink
around
a
everybody and
ton
just
of water.
just soaking up. It's my daughter's birthday that Saturday, so just enjoying the shit out of
You
it.
can't drink bangs the whole time.
Watch her.
No. I'm gonna start knocking those out of your hand.
Not here.
Yeah. That just happened.
I'm so happy that was empty. Pretty fucking pissed that I had to clean that up.
Yeah,
But
I made sure she did this.
I know, but just surrounding yourself with your favorite things and making it a positive experience. If you wake up Sunday and you were stressed all fucking day Saturday,
My whoop's gonna be red.
it's gonna be a very
I'm
not
not.
fun experience.
I'm not wearing my watch that night before because I don't want to know how I slept. I don't want to know
I
my
hope it's
deep
red,
sleep.
because I'm always red. I always
I
do
don't. I don't want to know any of that. Like I just want to go and just be like, I'm great. I don't want to psych myself out.
I think the key with an event this long is it doesn't matter how you feel at the beginning. I can tell you the wave of emotions I felt during that run on Sunday, it was like take off. I fucking got this. I got this. To the point where I'm sprinting. I'm going like a fucking 7:55 mile, my 4th mile, to, oh fuck, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
To, oh, I got this, you're a bad motherfucker. To, oh, you're an idiot. To, you ran out of water, you dipshit. You're gonna fucking die on the side of the road. Like, you have so much ups and downs on those runs that it doesn't matter how you feel for the swim, unless you're worried about getting time capped.
Yeah.
I had my fastest swim
I know,
that day.
that was good.
That was like my favorite moment. Cause I would like break into the Ross pool. Because I refuse to go to the Y anymore. Cause I just get too much anxiety when I go there.
She hasn't been there in a while.
I know. I saw her at
I
Kroger,
need to
right?
cancel that. I haven't been there. Something
saw-
nice out.
I saw her at Kroger and I almost threw up.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been bad. So I just break into the Ross pool. And no one heard that though. And I swam the fastest. I swam the fastest and like the most comfortable I've swam ever.
Yeah.
And I was finally just like, cause like I usually force one of my parents to come with me just in case I drown and die. And I was like, you actually were like, she's like, before you looked like yeah, you were swimming, but this time you looked like you were swimming fast. I was like, oh, thanks. I tried.
I think that's the cool thing for everybody that's texting me, like showing their pacing when we first started. Like I know, just using an example, sure, when we're talking about your 12.8 mile per
Yeah.
hour first day to today 15 mile an hour. Like I had today.
And that was still all under heart rate.
Yeah, today I look back, my first run when I started doing heart rate training was 11:47 was my average mile, or average pace. And today I ran a 9:24,
Yeah.
keeping the same exact heart rate. So understanding, holy shit, like it's been 7 months of following.
That was from May. That wasn't even
Yeah.
from the beginning. So that was my first practice try that I did. Was
Yeah.
that 22?
So it's been cool to see that hard work paying off. Because it's such a pain in the ass to sit there in the moment. You're just going,
I was so bored.
every car that passes you like they fucking think
No.
I'm a pussy. Like
That was because I went straight from the high school to do my 50-mile bike, and by mile 38, I was so bored. Like there was no one out. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
I was so bored. I was like, because Will was the 4th.
I saw 2 bikers.
I saw a couple bikers when I was in Elmore, and that was about it. And then I was like, this is boring. And then I ran, and people were like passing me on River Road, like going down to No Bridge. Jesus. And I was like, they probably think I'm the slowest runner who has ever run in the entire world.
Yeah.
And they would be right. Because I was.
But ultimately, watching, you get better each time. That's what you're doing it for. I mean, ultimately, I believe I said my goal was to get sub 10-minute miles before Ironman, and then I'm doing Columbus full, and I was like, I want to be right at 9 in my heart rate zone by then. And now I'm going, shit, 9 might have been shooting too low. But either way, trusting the process. And it's been cool because over the last 3 weeks, I've added 3 points on my VO2 max according to my watch.
Nice.
Every time it's like +4, +9, +2, and I'm like, oh shit.
On Thursday,
When
mine
I-
was -3.
Yeah. when I first started doing this shit, like I got a -15 the first day I wore my chest strap. And I was like, this is bullshit. But I went from running 7-minute miles to
Yeah.
fucking 11:47.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is just a crappy, everybody watching the video version, each one of these fuckers are on their phone.
I'm sorry, I had a text message. I don't get them often because the only people that text me are sitting at this table. So
Yeah.
online dating's obviously not going well.
Swipe right.
My phone said that there's a new episode of Teen Mom and Bachelorette.
Teen Mom?
Yeah. Oh yeah, reality TV. Yeah.
Someone asked me if I watched the Home Run Derby yesterday. Oh, Dan.
I heard it was badass.
I heard it was good. I'm like, bro, I don't have fucking TV. Like, I have Netflix.
Have
He's
Hulu.
like, what do you do all day? I'm like, I'm not home ever. Like, I literally leave my house at like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm back to change and eat until fucking
sleep.
8:39. Yeah, I walk in the door and
I watched 30 minutes of Wimbledon today.
Wimbledon is going on right
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's all I did
Yeah, I don't lay down until it's just time.
until it's time to sleep.
Didn't what's her name get beat by like 15
Venus, yeah, she did. Coco.
I don't think my kid beat you.
Dude, she's 39.
I'm still
Hey,
So you can shut
hey,
the
Whoa,
fuck
whoa,
up.
whoa,
Wait a
whoa.
minute. I'm 39.
Yeah, so you can shut your damn
I
mouth.
think if I was an athlete,
I'm gonna enjoy my last few days at 36.
He won't tell me when his birthday is. Jay.
it's this weekend.
No, it's Thursday.
Thanks for telling me now. That's all I needed to know.
You
I
texted
said-
me while I was coaching.
No,
I asked you
well-
why.
I said because I want to wish you a happy birthday on your birthday. And he acted like that was the hardest thing that I could have ever asked.
We should find you a penis cake and get it for you.
No.
I might get to it first.
No.
Wait, so the 11th?
Yes.
We should get male strippers for sure.
That'd be funny to send them to us.
Christina's
No,
is
here.
tomorrow.
Christina's is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is she also turning 37?
No.
27 for the
She's
second
It'll
time.
be 43
I was
on
like-
today.
You're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to say she's 27 for like the third time or something.
I guessed, like, you know, because I'm horrible with that. When people are like, how old do you think I'm gonna turn? I always say a ridiculously
How
high
old is
number. I said 64. She's gonna be 43 or something.
Oh, so I
She's
didn't
not
know that much.
No,
She's
she's
like
not.
a year older than Debbie.
Debbie's that much older than you?
Debbie's rolled.
Debbie turned.
Debbie is a beautiful
41.
wallflower. Someone needs to back off.
40?
She
I wasn't
turned
saying it in a bad
41.
way.
Debbie's 4 years and 4 months older. So yeah, I call her a cougar.
Sorry, I
I'm
want to
a
call her that.
cougar.
You are.
Are you? I think I believe I Googled the stats and I don't think
To Tebow, I'm a cougar.
they're actually. I didn't know I did Google the thing and posted it, like the list of like the ages and the names that go.
Yeah, I
along
called her
with it.
Puma there for a while because you had it. My brother's actually texting me.
No,
for a
it's in the
change.
car. Water's in the car.
I'm really,
It keeps
stop
changing.
it! I'm really thirsty.
Just drink some.
But yeah, 39 is not that fucking old. Maybe for
Nope,
tennis.
it's all gone.
Maybe for tennis. It's up there.
No, I think, well, Jerry Rice played NFL football until he was 40.
Jerry Rice is a freak of nature though.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rice didn't make his money on being the fastest or most athletic dude. He made it on being fucking smarter than people.
Mm-hmm.
So Carrie can learn a lesson from this.
What? I tuned you all out.
We're not touching that.
Who's
What's
touching?
up, kiddos?
Fine.
Oh,
No.
that's Nathan?
Yeah, try and squish the praying mantis.
He's supposed to be
Yeah.
Those are cool.
No, they are not.
Oh,
It is about female South Central.
yep.
Yeah.
I think we're
That's
about
what
done.
kids do every night.
Don't have that problem.
Don't either.
What's really good is when Stella and the kids have meltdowns.
All at the
That's
same
great.
So you have all the dogs and the kids melting
Yeah,
down.
it's-
I think I'm just gonna be simple.
Well, Stella will run around and grab Cammy by her collar and just try and yank her. And then what's really funny is she thinks she's all badass, queen shit. She's like fucking with Cammy, and Cammy just goes, pop, pops her down, and just fucking. The next thing you know, Stella's running away like, that bitch is crazy, you know? But it'll change again in 6 months when Stella's double the size of Cammy, and goes, now what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully by then Stella's calmed down a little bit.
Probably not.
But Stella goes swimming every day. She goes swimming with the kid. Skyline left the gate open today, and I got a text at 9 that Debbie found Stella in the pool.
Just swimming?
Just swimming, just chilling. Swim around, walk up the stairs, lay there for a little bit, swim around, walk up
That's
the stairs, lay there for a
hilarious.
little bit.
That dog is living the life that I want.
Yeah, she's crazy. We actually decided today, because we knew it was going to be super nice, we wanted the doors open. For the first time ever, both me and Debbie were like, you know what? I don't want to fuck with Stella at the gym today. She can stay home.
So did you kennel her?
No, she's to the point now, she doesn't chew anything. I mean, she doesn't poop and piss on the floor. She chews everything. But we left enough stuff out that she could play with it. But you also gotta remember, the gym, for those of you who've never been here, it gets to be 88 to 90, whatever it is outside, it's just as hot, if not hotter in here,
Hotter.
so.
I'm sweating.
So what if she eats your Harry Potter shoes?
I went to go get some,
Those
they
are in
were
a box.
out.
Those are in a box.
I wanted the Marauders math ones.
Oh, those were sweet.
I know, I went and I was like, okay, do you have these in a women's 8? And they're like, no, but we have them in a women's 12. And I'm like, thanks, don't care. Thanks.
Just get on.
I was at the Vans outlet store too,
Up at
in
Franklin.
Cincinnati.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was pretty
I
good.
was gonna get the.
I wanted the purple, like black and purple ones that you got.
Oh, the Deathly Hollow.
But then I thought it'd be weird if we had the same shoes, so.
I originally was gonna get the golden snitch one or
Those are
whatever
pretty
you call
cool.
it. That was pretty.
That was motorized bicycle.
It sure was.
It wasn't?
Was it what?
I hate that.
Motorized bicycle?
Except you could hear it really well.
Yeah.
Were they going faster than you?
That was pretty fast.
I noticed, by the way,
It was like
when
playing mouse
checking
dog.
your Garmin data, that you track yourself on a motorcycle. I'm like sitting there like, God damn, Jason, I'm fast as shit.
I did that.
Average mile per hour,
Hey, Jason,
37.4.
Are we friends on Garmin? I think we are.
I'm black, so I don't want Jay to see what I do.
You know what? Just get on there, you big sissy. Yeah, I tried, because I wanted to see where I went.
You want it 2 weeks.
And I burned 300 calories on the,
I noticed that.
it's like, sweet.
You notice most of that's probably vibration though, and it's not a real heart rate.
Probably. Well, you get pretty excited. don't you?
No. Do you get excited?
Yeah. Riding motorcycles, cool
Anyway.
things.
I burnt 761 calories biking 30 miles.
That's awesome.
It was sub 2 hours.
I biked and I think it told me about like 400.
I think my watch has told me I'm going to do D training.
He tells me I'm as productive as you can possibly be right now.
Look.
Oh yeah, you're in D training. Mine currently says productive. and
Mine says unproductive a lot.
My fitness level is up and my load is
Your load is
consistent.
You said load.
I have a
You're small.
question. I don't understand why it tells me I'm unproductive all the time.
It took me a while to figure out the watch.
Oh,
I don't know
I
exactly
yeah,
what it is,
I'm
but if you
unproductive.
go, it's
I think it's more like a.
when you start getting negative. So if your consistency, say, for me, I'll get unproductive.
There's
if
another
I don't
one.
wear my chest strap, and I just run with my wrist heart rate, and then I wear the chest strap because it goes, holy fuck, your heart rate's 10 points higher. We're gonna give you unproductive because something's not right.
Got it. That makes sense.
So it's the consistency on how you're, and it looks at your volume over the last, say,
Your training.
2 weeks or whatever. So if your training volume's all over the place, you're unproductive.
Yeah.
But if you're consistently, like, I've been following a very specific, training protocol that's gradually added up.
Yeah, I think mine's been, when I was doing it, said productive, that's because I was doing something daily. That's where it's
Yeah.
like.
So like, current.
But it's hot as fuck in here.
We're about to wrap up anyway, I think.
Yeah, because everybody's on their phones.
And
No, I was
Brody's blocking the video anyway, so.
We just want to see your face.
Anyway, August 17th, Joe Pemberton Fitness, Food, and Fun Festival fundraiser for Joe's daughters. I've been posting that little clip at the end of every podcast, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably do that again. I post this tomorrow. I might not do that again because I'm probably not going to edit this at all. We're about to announce our first clothing vendor tomorrow. We've announced Fort Ball, CR Juices, and Jimmy G's, and SJ Concert. We're working on a couple other big announcements for it. We've announced Custom Barbell as a raffle. We've announced a few other things.
Aren't you a cowboy and cowboy stripper thing?
Oh, with the Magic Mike show.
Absolutely not. But anyway, even if you're not from the area, if you want to donate, if you want to support in any way possible, hit us up at jg3fitness@gmail.com or shoot us a message on Facebook or Instagram. We would be happy to help you out. If you're feeling up for it, we have a 2-person team competition August 17th. More details are on our Facebook event page.
I'm signed up.
Check that out. Be sure to check out all of the vendors that I just announced, CR Juices, Fort Ball, and Jimmy G's. What else we got?
I ain't got nothing.
Brody wants to say
I'm
something.
broke.
I think that's about anything.
What do you want to say?
Subscribe and leave a like.
Oh, subscribe and leave a
Ooh,
like.
that's what,
what's
you're
up.
right, that's what they say. That's what the cool
Yeah,
kids say.
I do. I'm gonna.
You don't ever
Like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, like and subscribe to our shit.
Good job, Rod.
Good job, Brody. Anyway, this has been the Road to Ironman with JG3 Fitness, where I can't doesn't exist.
Boom!
Boom.
I'm still out.
Oh my god, I'm so sweaty.
Yay, water!
My voice.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from JG3 Fitness. I am here with Taylor and Elena Pemberton, and we're going to talk about the Joe Pemberton Memorial Event. Taylor, you just graduated high school, and you're getting ready to go to college. Where are you going to college, and what are you studying? Any extracurricular activities you're going to be doing? Things like that.
I'm actually going to be going to the University of Northwestern Ohio. It's in Lima. I'm going to be studying accounting, so I'm going to be majoring in accounting. And I'm going to be playing softball for the school.
Accounting, is that something that you like numbers?
Oh, I like numbers, and I sure do like money. So, kind of works for me.
I guess that's a good reason to get into accounting. Elena, you just finished your freshman year, right?
Yeah.
So you're still in high school. Have you thought in a perfect world scenario where you would go to college if you got to pick anywhere in the country or world, and what would you study?
My dream college is Alabama University, and I'd want to go to be a dental hygienist.
Okay. In this dream scenario, are you still playing
So-
softball?
yeah.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. I was gonna say, volleyball out of the picture in college, or would you lean one way or the other?
Whatever, when I get a scholarship.
Duh.
That's a good answer. Taylor, back to you. What is your favorite thing to do for fun? If you got an extra hour to just kill, what's your go-to for fun?
I definitely would say something fun for me to do is to play softball. No matter if it's a game or if it's just practicing, I love grounders. Grounders are my favorites. Like you will ask my
taking
coach.
grounders?
Yes, you will ask my coach, and I'm always the one that says, "Are we gonna get grounders anytime soon?" Like it's very funny. But I like softball. I like to hang out with my friends. Cough, cough, Morgan. I definitely like to be around family and friends a lot. So I think it's like, yeah.
Just hanging out with the
I
people
like-
that you care about
yes.
the most and doing the activities you enjoy the most. Good answer. Elena, outside of Snapchat selfies, what are your favorite things to do?
I like to hang out with my friends, especially Aaliyah, my best friend, and play softball or volleyball, like bumping the ball around in the backyard, hitting grounders, like Taylor said.
Bumping the ball, is that
Passing
It's called
the ball.
passing.
not a soft or face?
Volleyball.
Struggling to get that out. All right, what is your favorite memory of your dad?
Actually, my favorite memory is when he was my coach. So like from I think it was 10U to about 14U, he was my coach. So that was really cool because we always got along because I got to help with the lineup and everything.
Oh, so if you wanted to bat fourth, did he make that
Oh
happen?
yeah. I mean,
had nothing to do with skill. It
No.
was just because you're the coach.
Yes.
That's awesome. Elena, what's your favorite memory of your dad?
My favorite memory, like even though he didn't coach me, he was still behind the dugout telling me what to do, and if I'm doing something wrong, he'd help me fix it during a game, during practice. He was still my coach on the side, and yeah.
and to stay positive.
And yeah, to stay positive, and I'm down. Telling the coach if I have a mean face on to sit me.
He did do that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
If I had an attitude, sit me.
That sounds like something Joe would do. I know there's a story he used to tell here at the gym, because it was a well-known fact that Joe's favorite thing to do was to watch you guys play softball. And there was a picture floating around, I don't remember where we saw it, but his dream was you two playing on the same team, and it happened once.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Well, Taylor needed for her 16U team. They needed extra player for a tournament, and
because we had 7 players.
And I
She
didn't
would've
have a
been the
tournament. I didn't have a tournament. I was in 12U, and so they asked me to play, and so I went and played with them. And Taylor was on first base, and I was up to bat, and so they got a picture of me batting and Taylor on first base, and Dad just loved it because he's always wanted to watch us play together, and he finally got to.
We actually put a picture of me and her in his casket, and we buried him with it.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a time we were playing co-ed softball. And we were short girls, and you remember he got to, for a very brief period of time, he got to play with both of his daughters on a co-ed softball team.
Oh,
I think
my
we ended
gosh.
up shipping you off to a different team.
Yeah, you did.
Which it's still amazing to me because at this time you were what? You were
I was
13
like
or 14.
I was like 12 or something.
And we put her on an adult softball team, and no one questioned that this clearly under 18, probably not even close enough to drive, was playing on her team, but nobody really
She
cared.
wasn't. It's not probably. She wasn't
No,
close
she-
enough to drive.
She definitely was not, but that was a cool experience because I believe Joe was playing third, I was playing shortstop.
I was playing
and you played
second.
So
Yeah.
it's cool to be in the
Yeah.
middle of Joe enjoying that moment. And you just walk over in between every at bat. You'd be like, it's so cool. My daughter's over there playing second.
And
Like,
then
yeah.
one time we were like, because there was 4 people in the outfield, and I was
Yeah.
playing right field, and he was playing middle center right
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun. I don't know why that just popped in my
And
head.
he was always like, Elena, you got the far ones, and I'm gonna stay right here.
You guys, I don't know if it was that day or not, but it was raining one day, and he is sprinting in on a ball.
Oh my
His
god.
feet go straight over. his head.
He was playing like on the line in left field,
Yeah.
and he goes to run for it, and his feet like slip from under him, and he fell straight on his face. I mean, like his back. And I've never laughed so hard in my life.
I just remember the other team ended up getting a bases clearing home run for what should have been a bloop single at best because our entire team was laughing at Joe instead of trying to get the ball. And that was one of those special times that you don't realize how much fun and how many memories you're creating in the moment.
Yeah.
So you're able to look back at something like this.
Then also,
Especially when he got that hammy.
oh yeah, I was about to say that. Whenever he was rounding third base going home, he pulled his hamstring and had to crawl home. Just
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We have some good Joe stories, but we could spend an entire hour doing this. But to the people watching that are considering supporting, we're doing this entire fundraiser to set you guys up to at least start your college journey. What would you say to the people that are considering supporting this?
I definitely think it's very thoughtful. I was definitely not expecting any of it, and I think it's really amazing.
And I appreciate it a lot, and thank you.
I think that's good. Thank you, everybody, and make sure you sign up at the link below.